Hello everyone, and welcome to What's Lost Spirits, a place here in Second Life that is pretty amazing, I have to say. You can even see the floating platforms going by, which I usually never see that type of thing in a sim. In any case, the summary of this place by the creator is, as I quote, "I have severe bipolar. One of the fun little side effects for me are hallucinations and very vivid dreams. When I sleep, I am often taken back to familiar places and people. Time passes while I'm awake, and the structures change, but the place always stays the same. Some islands represent those places, while others are based on real-life experiences, fears, and how I see the world." So this place has a very noticeable meaning for the creator. And it definitely has a certain atmosphere to it, which I don't usually see in most sims. And this is probably a good showcase of that atmosphere right here. You can see all the heads with the faucets on their foreheads here, along with a arm among the liquor. I have noticed on the sim that hands and eyes seem to be a very big theme, because we'll see them just about everywhere, I think. As you can see, the area is made up of many different islands, and there is a number of ways to get to them by different the floating platforms that are going back and forth, so I'm going to try and use those while I have the chance. I'm not sure if this one is actually a platform that moves or not. It kind of looked like it, but I'm not sure. But we can see many of the hands sprouting out of the ground here. There's even one with a eyeball in the middle of it. I guess we'll go ahead and fly up to this one. There is a platform going to another island over here. We can see many dolls strung up in the trees over here, along with a foggy pole. But we'll go ahead and make our way into here. There is apparently a main store area that I think most of the stuff here is for sale, along with some other vendors. But I'm going to mostly just take a look at what's on the ground floor here, because I think this house is pretty much just a teleport to the store area. Looks like this place actually goes up decently high. Guess we'll find out how far it goes in just a moment. But yeah, this place I did not have this one in my list of landmarks that I've had for years this time. I actually had a friend that TARDIS teleported us here to this sim, and that was the first time I had seen it, and I just knew at that moment that I had to get a video of it. So we'll go ahead and take this platform that's going to be over here. Okay, maybe we could just go ahead and hop over here and get on it. There we go. Looks like it has a lot of dust going on with it or something, and it looks like I'm having a bit of trouble staying on it. Maybe because it's at an angle like that, I'm not quite sure. Just have to keep moving, I guess. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to land us right over here, which we should be able to see. Looks like there's something interesting down there. There's a bridge on top of it. Let's see where we land. Oh, we're actually moving down here. So this isn't even simple, just one way and back travel. This is actually going in different directions mid-travel. That's definitely fantastic. It looks like we're landing down at a garden of sorts of a building towards the center. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look around. Ooh. See something with a spiked ball in its back there. You can see the bottom of the islands now over there, along with the faces that are carved into them. We'll definitely be taking a look at them when we get closer to it. Looks like we have guards at the doors, maybe? See the eye moving around at the top there. Definitely some interesting figures going on here. Got a little bit of a mythology vibe, I guess. Got things like lamias, fairies. Elves, I think? Yeah, looks like elf ears. I don't know if maybe those are supposed to be like dryads, maybe? I'm not sure. A nice little waterfall here, too. Some man-eating plants over here. Looks like there's something... Looks like an egg that's cracking open and somebody giant is coming out of it. Looks like a giant elephant on stilts. We'll go ahead and take a look around this corner here where this other dock is. It's probably a spot where we could actually row boats around the islands, I assume. Looks like there's another floating one right in between us, though. So I'm hoping there's a platform over this way that'll take us there. Up here we have the broken bridge, which I just went right through. See if I can... There we go. See a nice view of things like where we came from. There's actually a bottom area over there that we still have to look at. We can see the hands down there that are pressing up against the water. Like it's holding the island in place, perhaps. And there's another elephant on stilts down here. I didn't even see that before. Nice little view of this right here. Looks like it's almost grabbing at the crystals, perhaps. Well, there's another floating island off this way. Looks like we have another face here. One that is definitely flicking its single eye about. Let's see. Oh, there's the island. I was wondering where it was. Looks like it landed right over here, right where we were at. This one looks to be a small chapel island that moves around. So they even have full buildings on this, too. Though it doesn't look like anything is interactable on the island, which I imagine is probably intentional. Probably don't want to have things kind of... Probably don't want moving bits around on the moving islands. Might sink things out of place. Looks like we're heading up to somewhere... Okay, it looks like an entire neighborhood up here. Burning car wreckage everywhere. Bit abandoned scene of a broken down building, it looks like. Even have a skeleton here that wants to serve us at the bar. Another tiny skeleton that's hanging out in a glass, it looks like. And another hand. Right along the candy apples. It looks like a ghost horse of some sort. We see a tiny, well, at least compared to the other one, elephant on stilts over there. Didn't see that second one before. That's probably because I didn't have a good angle for it. Oh, it went right through. We see stuff on fire in the building as well. Doesn't look like there's anything in this one besides this taped up door. Let's see, is there another platform here, I wonder? Or if we're just gonna jump down. I don't see any other ones around, so maybe I have to jump down. Then we have a pretty much submerging pirate ship, it looks like here. This area over here looks like it might be one of the biggest areas here so far. Nice little dock to sit at as well. Another floating platform off that way. It's neat seeing them moving around too. Okay, let's go ahead and head on up here and see what's going on. Looks like we have partially a train station of some sort along with a city build. Perhaps not as much as destroyed as the one we saw on the island. Giant spider. And this train appears to be derailing. I can't even imagine having a dream or a hallucination that has this sort of imagery with it. There's another platform. It looks like it's connecting to one of the upper islands. So now we know where the next one is. Let's see this graffiti here on the wall here. Looks like a person that's sad with something behind them there. Let's go ahead and go down here first, since it's off to the side. Apothecary, it looks like. Definitely a lot of vials and whatnot here. And the bookcases up here as well. Alrighty. Yeah, it's finally... I was waiting for that car to load up its texture a moment ago, and it did it right when I stopped looking at it. Yeah, it looks like we're on the street corner here, finally. Let's see if there's anything off this way. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's an entire building here, so let's go ahead and look around here first and then take out this building. Because I think these are just smaller houses, I think, around this corner. This one looks to be empty, actually. Strange person of some skeleton dogs here, it looks like. Well, I guess technically they're skull dogs, because they're not all skeleton. Wow, that closed pretty fast. Doesn't look like I can get in here, though. I can see like a chair behind it, but that looks to be all that there is. Let's check out this greenhouse here. What's going on in here? Ah, okay. Looks to be a form of voodoo shop, perhaps? Plenty of masks right here on the wall as well. Oh, we have some portraits here of some sort. Okay. They look to be drawings of hands, skulls, and I can't see what the third one is yet. Oh, this actually rests up here, man. That's a lot of drawings here, actually. Huh. Right, skull, hand, and eye. Let's go check out that big building over here. Whoa there. I do not like that face. That's from that Scary Stories book. Everybody knows the illustrations from. That's like one of the most well-known ones, too. Let's see here. Apparently this area is under construction? Guess the elevator is under construction. And they do have a guest book here. Let's see if I can take a look at it and read it. Oh, it leads to a website, so I guess we won't be reading that. Some of them will just kind of show like the last, I don't know, like a dozen or so guest book messages all at once. various TVs here. What can I do to help him for the years that lie ahead? And somebody's added their own message down below. Let's see, does the elevator actually work? I'm not seeing anything that appears that it does. So, I'm not sure. Is there a second floor done? Indeed there is. And considering there's seats there, I assume I could probably just go ahead and sit teleport up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Another pretty frightening face on the wall there. So I'm kind of assuming we're in an asylum now. Floating, levitating chairs all about. Plenty of those freaky dolls hanging about as well. And we got a whole skeleton table here. Maybe they're waiting for cards. See, I think there was another room over here. Oh wow, they're giant. I don't think there's any easy way of getting down, so I probably got to find another seat down below. Alright, yeah, I'll do that. Okay. I think that's everything for this island, so let's go ahead and head to the next one. It looks like we've made it just in time, as the floating island is right here. Whole pile up of cars up here beside us. I assume we're heading up to this floating island up here. Let's see the face over that way that we've been slowly getting closer to. It looks like a ruined chapel up here. We have another island bit over there, but it doesn't look like there's anything actually on it besides the tree. We can take a look, though, in a moment. Actually see our starting spot over that way. Alright, now it's textured up a bit more. Got a Cthulhu monolith, it looks like, here. go ahead and take a look up here real quick. Yep, we have the tree with the skull in it. I also see a moon behind it as well, a little bit further back. That's pretty sure an off-sim, I imagine. Let's go ahead and get a view of this face over here now that we're over here. I think this face is probably the most iconic thing about this sim, as I've seen... Usually when I've seen pictures of it, this face is almost always in them. I think we'll go ahead and go up to this floating island here, because I believe this is the last one on the upper end of things. It looks like an interesting house here. Oh, shoot. It almost fell. Oh, there's something clickable about these doors. Huh. Maybe I had to fall, actually. Maybe I just got lucky when I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, that actually looks like it may be the case. Yeah, it looks like we're in the building now. What is going on here? These, never seen these dolls before. Like in this style. That's creepy. Oh, we're in a giant playroom. Okay. Was not expecting that. Another person up there. Giant snake going through the walls. Can actually see it twirling through the walls here. That's pretty neat. It has that much detail. That is a lot of teeth. There's this fork in the socket. When I did that, that was a hair clip, actually. This room is actually probably one of the more... I actually like that picture. But this room seems to be kind of like... probably one of the more unsettling spots in this entire place, I think. So I would assume this is probably somebody's hallucinations going on around in the room. Yep, there's the book. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That's where all these illustrations are coming from. Well, some of them anyway. Some of them aren't from the book, but, like that one engraved in the door is. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and, head back down now. Just wanted to see if there was anything in that bucket over there. Alright, at this point we only have the groundward island down here to go through, which I believe they are connected, so see some more faces carved into the well, these ones aren't carved into the rock, these ones are coming out of the rock from the ground. Yeah, these faces are pretty, probably took a lot to make those. Yeah, it looks like we found a Pierside Carnival here. A lot of creepy clowns. See a few rides. I believe that's the main store up that way. That giant sphere in the sky. Looks like this one is cloth over, but we see some with the cages over this way. Yeah, I'm sure the clowns just want us to have a good time. Nothing in that one, but there is something in this one. Yeah, it's actually pretty, yeah, like some sort of mutated being in there. Yeah, it's one of the killer clowns. We have an image lit up on this board here, which looks like it's two clowns fighting, perhaps. Plenty of little rides all about. Doesn't look like there's any too particularly. Looks like this person has their feet over their back and head. And we have a werewolf. It looks like we have some sort of, not sure what that is, actually. I thought it was like a gorilla or something when I was coming up to it, but not quite that. Oh, it looks like we have a tent here that has little mini things, like a fortune teller. One of those, lever pulls that tells you what you are in something. That is not how you use a merry-go-round. That actually took me by surprise, because I was not expecting that. It looks like we're coming to the end of the boardwalk here. It looks like we have a mutated plant of some sort here. Yeah, it looks like we've come to the end of it. I guess you could enter from either side. Looks like we're kind of going through a marsh of a... Oh, we got more of the hanging dolls. Up here, there's a broken down caravan here. Giant tentacle. Actually, there's a couple of giant tentacles now that I see them. There's even a tent over here. Looks like for another fortune-telling thing, but this one would be actually with a person. Now we're getting the texture fresh where everything disappears. Well, not the portraits at least. Okay. Yeah, we can see some old-fashioned fortune-telling pictures, looks like here. Plus the cards on the table. Oh, now it's reappearing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move over here. It looks like we have a little bit more forest off this way. And it looks like we have some dolls strapped to balloons here, black balloons. I think those are crystals in the background there too. And we pretty much reached all the way around where we were before. Let's go ahead and hop on the one floating platform I think we weren't on, which was by that dollhouse. I think that's the only one that we didn't ride on. Okay, that's good. Pretty sure this is a platform here. One of the moving ones, I mean. But yes, this was What's Lost Spirits. Definitely an amazing sim. I would definitely say come and take a look at it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one here real soon.